Well, hello everyone, and welcome to a mod called Rome 2 Reinstated. Now this brings, at the moment, 32 new units that weren't originally included in Rome 2, and apparently, if you dig around in the DB and the game files, you find remains of many units that CA once started to work on, but then apparently decided never to finish or decided not to release them. But this brings the units into the game. So there are currently 32 new units. Hopefully I'll put them all up on the screen of the ones that are released. There are still 7 units left in development. I'll leave a link to the mod in the description so you can see which ones are kind of due to be released, although I think there are a few of the Amazonian units. But one thing that I really like is that they put pigs back in the game. Woohoo! Now, the only problem with the pigs at the moment is that you can't set them on fire. So they're not like the original Rome 2's flaming pigs. So I believe they're going to implement an ability which is scare, to scare the elephants. So at least they kind of have that same effect. But a lot of the units, I believe, are mainly, at least in the Roman roster, you won't see all of the units in this video. But the total list will be there, and you can obviously have a look in the mod. I will quickly show the naval units at the end of the video as well, so you can see which naval units have been implemented. But a lot of the units in the Roman roster that you can use now are ones that have kind of been... I think that these are able to recruit in other factions, but they've just been available in the Roman roster. So you have the auxiliary painted ones, the Cartelli Axemans. You also have auxiliary heavy infantry, the auxiliary Garamantian warriors, the auxiliary ambushers, and you also have the Thessalian cavalry, which are also a mercenary unit for the Roman roster now as well. But something that is a pretty wacky unit is the Roman fire raiser. Now I haven't actually seen how these perform in battle, so this should be quite interesting to see what happens. I'm not sure if they're the wrong way round. But at the moment I have no idea what is happening with these. But it looks like their range is pretty short. So this is going to be interesting for me to see what they do. But I'm going up against some Suebi today. They're in the woods far away. I believe I added one unique unit to their roster. This isn't me that's made the mod, by the way. I'm definitely not taking any kind of credit for that.
Our honored ancestors are watching today.
So, have to see how they work. They've got fire at will on. Good stuff. So, once the enemy come into range, I'll blend in the video. Actually, I can probably see where the units are that I've added. Nope, they've gone into the forest. Might have been the spear, might have been the sword masters, but ho hum, we shall see. Okay, so it actually looks like when I was switching around the units, it's reset to a default Suebi roster. So, unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to show you any of those unique units in this battle. Actually, I'll stick them there. So this obviously is just to show off the new units. I'm not sure what the war dogs are going to do. Let's have a little look-see. But in the original Rome, obviously, they would have kind of set themselves on fire about here. But there you go. Pigs charging in. They do have tusks, though. Okay. It does something very weird. Okay, so the units obviously aren't finished. And that is just weird. Okay, so that unit doesn't really work properly, but you do have fresh units in there. It appears the pigs, without being able to be set on fire, are pretty useless. But if you do want to expand your roster, this mod might be the one for you, but it appears the units that I selected today are pretty terrible. So unfortunately, I thought that was going to be pretty epic, but fire raiser, yeah, an odd one. However, I will quit this battle now and I'll show you very briefly the new naval units included. Okay, so here we are. I've loaded in a few of the Harpax Hexamere. I believe they might try and hook in and drag in the Carthaginian units. We'll have a little look and see what they do.
It is unusual to see so many Carthaginians in one place without them wriggling about in front of some brazen idol. Never mind. Shortly they will be wriggling about on our spear points.
And I believe this unit may have been added, although I think I might be wrong there. So let's see if they do anything different. I'll just divert the general away.
Moving out. Ready, willing, and able.
But at the moment they've got a ballista set the wrong way around. And I don't know why I'm starting to speak like Jonathan Ross. Okay, so that... If I set them to boarding mode perhaps...
Weapons ready. Brave Romans to a man. Glory to Rome.
Okay, that doesn't appear to work.
Ships ready for orders. Glory for Rome.
Okay, so I think that although the mod unlocks the units, a lot of them do still need a bit more work to do. But it shows that there were units that weren't originally released,
General.
and if that's of interest, well then, go and check the mod out. But I was hoping that they do something a little bit more. Maybe I'm just doing it wrong, but that is a bit odd. Hey ho! Well, if you've enjoyed the video, of course do leave a like and all that jazz, and until next time everyone, I bid you a very, very good day. Once again, the link to the mod is in the description. Toodles! Hello everyone, I am Alex the Rambler. But what you don't know about me is that I'm one of the best Total War players of all time. I don't enter tournaments because I'll clearly win. I only play campaigns and sometimes mess up because that's what you guys want. But I've had enough. Today, I'm going to be showing you why I am the best, one of the best Total War players ever.